It is Monday the 18th of August. It's 3:25 and I am starting a weekly vlog today of all of my crafting that I get in throughout the week. So you'll have seen some clips already of me crafting out and about when we went to Great Yarmouth and went to the Time and Tide Museum, which is an excellent museum if you're in the area and haven't been. Can very much recommend it, particularly if you go before the end of August. You probably won't see this before before the end of August, but they had like a really great like special exhibition on with some automata. It was great. The project that I've been working on while we've been out and about today is my like rucksack project, and that is my moon socks. Yarn is from Green Lambkin Yarns, last year's sock club. I have managed to get from the Bee. So when I started in the car, I was at the Bee there. Managed to get all the way down to ready for the toe. So that was like 25, 30 rows. And then probably another 10 rows in that as well. So I've done about 40 rounds today, just out and about in the car. When I was like sitting watching the kids play, things like that. So these ones are ones that stay in my rucksack and I only work on them when we're sort of out and about. But I haven't been getting them out of my bag very much. So I am definitely going to need to make the effort to get them out of my bag because I'd like to have these finished by the end of the month. And then the other projects that I'm working on at the moment that you will see me working on mostly are a baby blanket and my sea glass tea. So those are the main things that I'm working on. I have not done a lot of crafting at all so far in August. Yeah, I did a little bit of crochet at the beginning of the month to finish off my big crochet shawl blanket thing. And then I've been doing a lot of reading. So this week I would like to sort of shift my priorities a little bit and get back to the crafting. So I'm going to be listening to some audiobooks and I'm going to be doing lots of knitting and cross stitch because I've got a couple of projects that I would like to finish and they're not going to get finished if I don't work on them. So this week is hopefully going to motivate me to get back into my crafting. I apologise if you can hear my children, they're playing in their room, and until this point they've been playing really nicely and reasonably quietly, and now it's just like tipped over the edge. So I apologise if you can hear them screaming and shouting at each other. I've got 2 days this week where the boys are both out of the house. My parents are taking them out for a day and they've got an art club. So I'll have 2 days where I can really focus on my crafting, and that's going to be really nice. I'm really looking forward to those 2 days. I can just focus on those things. So yeah, I will show you what I'm working on as I pick it up. I would really love to cast on a new project, but I don't know if I'm going to do that. So we'll see. If it would be really exciting if I could cast on a new project. We'll have to see how I get on. But yeah, it's the what's it called? Contrawise shawl, I want to say. Possibly. If I get round to casting it on, I'll make sure I get the correct information. But yeah, so come along with me for the week and see what crafting I get done. Good morning, it's Tuesday and I am out in a field at the moment. I've come out here into this field to scope out a spot for a little meetup that I'm planning later in the month for a couple of me and my friends from a group that I go to. So it's been really nice to come up. I had a lot less time to sit here and do my knitting than I thought I was going to, because I'm about to go to a new yarn shop and tea shop that's opening today. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to take some footage while we're there. I'm going to do some knitting, I'm going to eat some cake, and I'm going to drink some tea, and I'm very excited.
I've got my sword!
And then we'll probably come back here afterwards and I'll be able to get a little bit of time. Oops, are you okay, Ra? Yeah? A little bit of time sitting in nature. As long as it doesn't get on me. I like nature as long as it's not on my body. We can come out and the boys can have a play and I can have a knit and just enjoy. The weather today is like, it's a bit overcast. I'm worried it's going to rain, but it's really nice temperature. The breeze is lovely, so I'm very much enjoying that. But yeah, it's a really, really lovely spot. There's like some woodlands around here. If you're from like the Norwich area, I'm in Mousehold, and yeah, it's really beautiful. Like, thought I was going to have to walk a lot more. I've not been to Mousehold, it's quite far from where we live, so I've not really been to Mousehold very much before. I thought I was going to have to walk a lot further to find the perfect place for my crafty gathering, but I didn't. It was like 2 minutes from the car park, so that was perfect. So, right, time to go, meeting a friend. I'm going to go and squish some yarn and eat some cake.
Say I'm going to arrive at this time and do some crafts if anyone wants to join me, that would be that.
Realise it looks like I know it looks like I've not moved but I have. We went down to yarn in a teacup and had a really, really lovely time. Saw a couple of people, Ellie from Craft House Magic and Sam from Sam Rayner. Really nice to bump into them. I was kind of, well, I was definitely expecting to see Sam, and I thought there was a good chance I would see Ellie depending on timing, but it was really nice to see them and get to chat to a couple of other people as well. So if I spoke to you, I have forgotten everybody's name that I spoke to, but if I spoke to you, it was lovely to get a chance to see you and say hello. And I did a little bit of knitting and I drank a delicious chai latte, and the children had biscuits and drinks and played with some toys. There was toys, looked like a little basket of toys there for them to play with. It was really, really nice. I'll definitely be going back. Yeah, definitely going to be going back. So that was nice. And they had a small selection of yarns, and they said that they were going to be getting more, so they're just sort of building it up slowly, but the selection they had was really nice. They had some of Ellie's yarn, and they had some blue fern yarn, and then they had some yarn, like hand spun yarn. I can't remember. Sam did tell me who it was from, but I can't remember what they were called. If I can figure it out, I'll put a link down below. Yeah, really lovely selection of things. Highly recommend it if you're in the Norwich area to pop out and have a look. But we're back here now in the field. The children are fighting.
And then play stinging nettles. Yeah.
So we're going to sit here for a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit of knitting and then we're going to head home for lunch. So it's been a really nice morning. I'm very tired now, but yeah, it was really lovely. I have just pulled out that says, oh, I would not like them here or there, I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham, I do not like them, Sam I am. I've just pulled out a section, the beginning of the brioche section of my shawlography. And now I'm going to try and pick up these stitches. I'm hoping that because it's been so long that they're sort of fixed, because this is an old project. If I cannot successfully pick up these stitches, I'm going to frog the whole project, because I think it's been long enough and I can't really remember what I'm doing. So if I can get this section on my needles, then I'll carry on, but if not, it's going to have to all come out. So let's see how I do with that.
In a house, not in a box, not with a mouse.
Not with a fox.
Not with a fox. Would you like?
Hi, chic. I could hear Rose laugh, and I squeezed my eyes tightly shut because she'd said the same thing at 7 years old. We got into her mother's closet and started trying on her evening gowns. Rose with shoe. Look at any sequins. Learn how to shoes.
It's Wednesday afternoon and I'm sitting down to do a little bit of knitting. I did quite a bit of like houseworky type things this morning. We're getting the kitchen redone in September, and so I'm starting to make some slow progress on getting a few things out, sorting through some stuff. You know, we've got tons of like cookie cutters and, you know, like spatulas and things like that you just end up with loads of them somehow. And so I was going through a lot of that kind of thing this morning, sorting out like the cupboard under the sink and all that kind of stuff. So that was this morning, and then we had to go to Sainsbury's, return something, pick up an order. So it was a bit of a busy morning, back and forth and around and all over. And so I'm just spending a little bit of time this afternoon sitting down and I'm working on my shawlography. So I managed to get I'd started the brioche section, and there was errors in it and I didn't know where I was in the pattern repeat, so I decided to just pull that out and thought, if I can get it back on the needles and figure out what I'm doing, then I'll carry on, and if I couldn't figure it out, then I was going to just pull it all out. Well, managed to figure it out, so I'm working on that now, getting myself set up for the brioche rows. My plan is basically to get set up for the brioche rows, which is I just have one more row to do of setup, and then I will be in the brioche. And then tomorrow, the boys are out again, because they're out today with my parents, but they're out at art club tomorrow. And I'm not going to do any housework tomorrow. I am going to just spend the day knitting. I'm going to try and get through that brioche section, because tomorrow a new audiobook comes out. Well, the book has been out for like a month, but the audiobook was delayed. So, yeah, but I really want to listen to it. So I'm basically just going to have a day while the kids are out listening to that and knitting brioche. So, brioche or brioche? But just the number of times I've said it, I'm now wondering whether I've been saying brioche, which is like a bread, but it should have actually been brioche. But now I can't figure out what I normally say. So anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to get this to that point. And then I'm going to work on something else. I haven't decided which of the projects I'm going to work on. This wasn't actually a project that I had on my list to work on this month. I wasn't really expecting that I was going to pick it up, but when I was sitting yesterday, I had a little bit of time where I had some like mental space to think about my knitting. I just really wanted to work on something that was a little bit more like required a bit more concentration. Everything else that I'm working on right now that I put on for this month, was really easy knitting, and I did that on purpose because I thought I'm not going to have like the brain power to do any thinking about knitting. So but I just really wanted to work on something that was a little bit more challenging. So I pulled out the Stephen West shawl, and that's why I've picked this up. So yeah, and then I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't in a position where I could just work on it, but I had like I've had enough time that I've been able to get it back on track. And then tomorrow, like I say, I'm just going to focus on it, and I'm hoping that if I can get through the brioche that it'll be pretty easy knitting after that. Like a little bit of thought, but not too much. So yeah, this is the section where I really have to concentrate, because I really love doing brioche, but I I really love how it looks. I really enjoy knitting it, but I do have to concentrate. It's not like something that I just can naturally do. I have to pay attention. So yeah, I am listening to the Alice Network, which I really would like to finish today. What time is it? I've got 3 hours left, and the boys are going to be home probably in about 2 hours. So I'm not going to finish it. Like, I probably could finish it today if I listen to some later instead of doing something else. Yeah, I can always put my earbuds in and listen to it like while I'm making their tea or something like that. So I probably will be able to finish it today, and then I'll be ready for Human Rights by Juno Dawson, which I'm really looking forward to. So that's what I'm up to today on my crafting, and maybe I'll do some cross stitch after. Oh, I got a new project bag, which I can show you. It's from This Lizzie Sews, and it is lovely. I ordered it like at the weekend and it arrived today, so I'm really happy. So yeah, it's got like a wire frame in the top, so when you open it, it sort of sits out. I'll do a proper show you in my podcast, but I love the print. I really like this sort of design, this style of like moons and suns. I really like that. So yeah, and that's now got the baby blanket in because it has outgrown the project bag that it was in, which was this one. It was all getting a little bit squished in there, so I moved it up into that one. Yeah, and it's nice. It's got the handles. It's lovely. It's lovely, and it came with this little notions pouch. So I was using like triangular one with cats on, like this print, for my like travel notions pouch, but I've swapped everything into this one because sometimes you just want to use your new things. But I really like it. It's got like the D-ring on the side, which is super handy for stitch markers and things. So yeah.
Has it been years?
You know where I am Sunday mornings. I'm in here or at home doing my job, doing what I promised the people of California I would do. Giving every minute I can.
How many years?
I don't know.
What's she missing, the president? Governor Sullivan is here. Or is this Rayner not going to pass the debt ceiling bill in time? He wants you to work out a deal with the president.
Hello, it's Thursday and it's 20 to 2. I had planned to spend my whole day pretty much just knitting on my Stephen West shawl to try and get through the brioche. I still haven't decided how I'm going to say that, so I'm just going to say it however I want every time I say it. But I have, like, the day has just like disappeared. I realised I needed to film something to go out on the weekend, to go out on Sunday. So I started doing that, and then 3 hours had gone by, and I realised I was really hungry, and it's now like I need to go and get the children in like 40 minutes. So my crafting day has like disappeared, which is fine because the boys will come back and they'll be really tired from everything that they've done today. And so we'll probably just have quite a relaxed afternoon. So I will definitely get time to do some knitting, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the brioche that I was wanting to do. So not the end of the world, but a little bit disappointed that I somehow managed to lose 3 hours. I did get my video recorded, and I just need a little bit of B-roll that I'll be able to do on Saturday. And then, so it felt good to get that done at least. But I have, like I say, got not very much time now before I need to go and pick up the boys. So I thought I'd probably just, I don't know, I might knit on my sea glass tee, or I might knit on, what are you scratching at, cat? Or I might knit on my baby blanket, I can't decide. I definitely can't. I want to do the Stephen West shawl, but I just don't think that the amount of time that I have is enough for me to like get into the flow of doing the brioche stitch. So I'll go for something a bit easier, and then maybe, depending on how the boys are when they get home, I might have the opportunity to do a bit of that later, but we'll see. Yeah, you can get yourself out, Rory.
Treasure, King John's lost treasure. You know in Robin Hood where he says, "QJ, I like that. Put it on my luggage." That's because
3, 4, 5, 6.
no, 5.
5.
Nice try.
No.
So I've decided to focus on the baby blanket. So the past couple of days I have been working mostly on this, and I have managed to get it pretty much done, or at least the main section of it is done. I'm on the penultimate square. Let's see. this is going to be too much. It's kind of purpley brown. Penultimate square, and then I've got one more white square to add, and then the middle section is finished. It's a nice square, a nice 5x5 square, and I think that's going to be a really nice shape. So my plan is to, once it's done, is to go around and pick up stitches all around the outside, and then I'll do like a sort of mitered corner, but just like a few rounds, not loads, just to give the edge a bit more of a finished look. So I'm hoping that I might get started on picking up tonight, but I'm gonna need to find a longer circular needle because this isn't going to be long enough to go all the way around the outside. It's a 4mm. Pretty sure I'll have a 4mm, so so that should be fine. But yeah, definitely plan on finishing the centre square this evening, and then hopefully maybe I'll save the picking up the stitches until tomorrow, because that feels like the kind of thing that I don't want to get wrong, because I need to pick up the same number of stitches on each side, and then just think a little bit about the like mitered corners. I think I'm going to pick up in white, maybe do a round or two in white, and then pick one of the colours and do a round in that, and then do another 2 white rounds and finish off like that, I think. So just 5 extra rows altogether, but there'll be long ones, and then I think I'll have to increase every other round to get the nice corner. So maybe I'll end up doing 6 rounds, 2 white, 2 colour, 2 white. Yeah, but that's what I'm working on. I worked a little bit more on my sock today, and yeah, would really like to finish those soon. Yeah, but once this is done, I will reevaluate, probably pick up my sea glass tea again and get going on that. I really wanted to finish this because we've got another week of nice weather next week, and I think I'll be able to get this blocked out in the garden and dry and everything, and then I think probably after that we're going to be into September and weather's going to be a little bit less predictably nice. So, because I think we're going to get like a 24, 25 degree day next week, so that's like perfect for drying this outside. Whereas once it starts to drop down into like low 20s, high teens with our garden, and when the sun's on it and things, there's a risk that you don't get enough warmth out there for it to dry. So yeah, gonna get on with this bit. Gonna colour in some dinos now. sort of wrap up the vlog a little bit. Technically it's Monday, but it's a bank holiday weekend, so it kind of, bank holiday Monday, so it kind of like becomes part of last week, right? Finished my baby blanket this week, powered through that, and it is blocking outside in the sun, so I managed to get my sunny day blocking day, so I'm really pleased with that. Made really good progress on my socks as well. They are almost ready for the toes. I might even just finish those tonight, because it seems like a little bit silly with how little knitting that's left in them. It seems a bit silly to take them out and about with me, because I'll probably finish them really quickly, and then I'll be left with no knitting. So probably finish those tonight. Haven't managed to get my brioche section done on that shawl, but I do have a day this week where the boys are out, and so that is going to be my aim, is to get through that section. But yeah, really pleased with what making I got done this week. Feels really good to have finished the baby blanket. That kind of puts me a little bit ahead on my plans. So I've now just got 4 whips to be working on, which feels crazy. And once I've finished that pair of socks, it will just be 3, but I will be casting on another pair of plain socks like straight away. So yeah, but it's been really lovely to have you join me this week while I've been crafting. I hope it's been a relaxing and a sort of nice video to watch. It's the first time I've done this kind of like week of crafting video, so I have no idea what it's gonna turn out like, but hopefully it will be cozy, relaxing kind of thing to have on while you're doing your own crafting. Yeah, that's all I have to say, I guess. So other than thank you for watching, please do hit the like button if you have enjoyed this video, and if you are not already, please do consider subscribing so that you will be around for any future videos. I will see you next time. Bye!